Okay. Yes, after qualifying we got almost the whole squad, which is quite something, and I would like you to welcome them the way they deserve. We got Dindo, we got Loic, we got Benoit, we got Romain, and we got Timo, and we got Alan after the cockpit. Please. Thank you.
Yay!
Yeah, we're all together, yeah.
So maybe I'll be good luck for you tonight.
Okay, I'm sure you know, although the TV emission was a little blurry, you know the result, and there was not so much doubt about 1, 2, 3, but whether it was 3 to 1, 1, 3, 2, or whatever. Times have been really good, and I hope you are satisfied. I don't feel so good because when I see the cars, actually Turn 1 is a really cool place, and you should see the car. They look so fast and they look so quiet. You know, it's unbelievable. You hardly hear the engine and you hear the tires, and you really you hear and you feel the grip. So it's quite cool. So I would like to ask some questions.
You can.
Well, since you have the microphone, can you talk a little bit about the winter preparation to this race and maybe preparation to Le Mans? The task is basically double because we've got 2 projects to look after, and especially one is very, very exciting. And I'm sure you have done a lot of work, and maybe more than what I know, so please.
Yeah, no, it's been busy because we've got sort of 2 tasks, sort of with the double car system, because we've got the World Championship, which is obviously very important. This is the first round here, but we've also got Le Mans in mind. And behind that, we've got the R18s, as you have seen today, but also we've got the e-tron Quattro sitting on its side, and its lighter brother, shall we put it like that, the Audi R18 Ultra. And so from that point of view, I think the Audi Sport guys have done a hell of a lot more work than us. Us drivers, we've done a bit of testing around here in December, and doing quite a bit of miles there, getting preparation for the season, and also with a bit of an eye on this race. But to be honest with you, the Audi Sport engineers have been putting the hours in day and night to ensure that when we get to Le Mans, and I think also when we get to China for the end of the season, that we end up having the successful record that the cars deserve.
Cool. Dindo, this is actually, I envy you because this is a world championship. A world championship, it's a big thing. So I'm happy that you made it. You hang on until that. What is your feeling? It would be not bad to go home and complete your career with the World Championship title.
It would be nice, but unfortunately, I could not do it.
Yes.
I could not do it.
Yeah, we didn't know winter.
Yeah, at the moment, for me, we schedule only the first 3 races of the season, which is Sebring, Spa, and Le Mans. After Le Mans, I think Audi will continue with only 2 drivers per car. And because they didn't want to win so easily, they didn't take the best. For sure, I'm not the younger in the team. That's why I'm the first to step out. But I'm already so lucky to be still here, because at least we thought that 2011 would have been my last season or my last Le Mans. Then after that I was already almost in my retired mode, but suddenly I got a call that probably I had still a chance to do Le Mans in 2012, and immediately I woke up. And I'm very proud to be there. But for sure, after so many years, after so many races, not to be able to do the World Championship is not so nice, but from the other side, I'm already quite happy to be still here at my age.
You're also driving the
after Le Mans, I will do again 2 races with the R8 in the Italian GT3 Championship, and that is also another way to keep the shape or to be ready if some other call will come soon.
Talk a little bit about tomorrow race. How do you see it? Traffic is a big issue. 64 cars, right? It's quite a custom.
Yeah, first I want to say something about the running order, because you said 1, 2, 3 was clear for you. I would have liked to see 3, 2, 1 actually, because I'm running number 3 car. So, but in the end, I mean, I think it's a good start for Audi. Great Audi weekend. But the race is a big task ahead. It's 12 hours, and as everybody knows, in turn 1, as you talked, is a very quick corner. So the start already will be not too easy. And then once after 3 or 4 time lap, we've got to catch then the slower cars, then the actual race is going to start. And I think then for a long time it's got to be really important to stay clean in traffic, and I think the race will develop in the last 2 hours then. But until that, you really got to stay, because there are a lot of cars, as you see, and a lot of different driver levels in one race, and this will always create a difficult situation for us drivers. But I think we have the best crew, and we try to do the best job we can.
I have to say, looking from the balcony here, the R18 not only looks the fastest car, but I'm sure it's not, but it really looks the easiest one. You know, the others are going slow and they slide all over the places, and the R18 is like a remote control car. It is not true, because, you know, otherwise they kill me. But most of the time, the fastest cars, they also look like the easiest one. Yes, maybe you don't know, but Loic is the winner of last year in Eureka Peugeot, so I think you must have been really happy.
One of them.
Yes, one of them. Okay. You come from he's French, but he's coming from a Japanese racing environment where I have actually been living in the late 80s, so there are good memories. And can you talk a little bit about the difference between Peugeot and this car? What you found? What were your expectations when you got into Audi, and what did you find? And how did you? Because actually we never met before, believe it or not. It's incredible, but different generations. And if the expectations met the reality, and how did you fit into the team? Audi spends a lot of time into getting the drivers together, and probably one of our strengths has always been that we are a good team. Family is a big word, but we are a good team.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I had already two friends in the team, because I'm coming from Japan, but Benoit was coming also, I mean, 2 years ago, and Andre Lotterer, who did the pole position today, was coming from Japan. So I had already 2 friends here, and I mean, they told me how good it was, and how it was the feeling to come and join Audi. So when I joined there, I mean, I just felt pretty soon like home, and people were really friendly to me, very nice to me. So of course it's difficult, there's so many people. I mean, here is probably over 100 people working for Audi, so it's tough to remember every names, and to be honest I don't. So it's difficult, but in the other hand there's a lot of good people, a lot of experienced drivers. Sometimes it makes you know, for me, I'm kind of fan to them, but to be teammates with them, it's a great opportunity, and I'm pretty happy to be. I mean, really happy to be here.
Cool. For Tito and I, it took 6-7 months to learn German. How is your German right now?
Mine is really bad, and actually I still have to learn Japanese, so I think it will take a little bit more for me to learn that.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome.
Thanks.
Ben, how are you?
Good, and you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, tomorrow. Can you talk a little bit about the driving orders, and how it's going to be, and how many stints you do? We spoke a little bit earlier about tires, but what choices you have and what options you have, and without going in details, but whether you're going to go different strategies. It is, yeah.
It's for the moment pretty clear. I think Marcel is going to start because he's quiet and very safe driver, and he can be quick without taking risks. So we are very confident with him, more than if we are taking the start. So we are very happy to have him in the team. After it's going to be nearly 3 stints for each driver. I think not 3 stints, but 3 times in the car, and it's going to be a tough